Eric Stern.
Hello, gorgeous.
Is this your actual name, or do you have a stage name?
No, I don't really have. I mean, I have a stage. I have a lot of names that people call me, which is some of them mostly are not polite. But the kids, which are my models and my content creators, you know, all of my children that I work with, call me Muvs or Muvva. Which is sort of like mother, but it's like Muvva. And I drive around to LA with my car. It says Muvva on it, and everyone kind of knows where I am. They're a little scared if I pull up. It's just, I guess it's my identity because I'm a mother agent. So I do all of the things that a mom would do. I think you know about this because you know you're a mom. If anyone goes near your kid, you kill them. If
Right.
your kid does something wrong, you kill them. I kind of kill a lot of people, and I live up to my name. It's,
And just never get caught.
no, you never get caught. I never get caught. And you never admit to anything. I never admit. Unless they actually see it. Like really see me do it. I didn't do it.
So how long have you been a mother agent?
My career has been very long because I'm very old. And I'm a very old person. I don't look as old as I am, but that's you know, fillers, a lot of fillers. I started as a stylist originally. I had a very nice, amazing career as a stylist in New York. Worked every day, did Oscars, did everything. It was the greatest career. But then when I hit around 40 or so, it's a very physical job. So I was always laying on the floor, sewing hems, doing things. And I was like, I'm tired of laying on the floor. Like, I'm getting a little old, a little long in the tooth. I think they call that, to be laying on the floor.
Yeah.
So I was like, models would come on set because I was always on set with whatever brands, and they would complain. They hate their life, they hate their job, they hate everything, they never get paid, their agents hate them. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, I mean, they're so beautiful. And I mean, they're not smart, but sorry, but they're not brilliant. A couple of them might. No, they're not really smart, but they you know, they have a lot going for them. They're gorgeous, they're kind. I couldn't understand why they were so unhappy. You know, I would see the rate cards. They were making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day, and I'm like, why are they broke?
Yeah.
So they kept saying, oh, my mother agent sucks, or this one sucks, and the agencies take all my money. And I was like, maybe I need to be doing this to try to help these young people. And I'm a little obsessive in life about everything. So I became completely obsessed with learning every single aspect of being a mother agent. And I self-taught, and I started doing it when I think I was 40-ish.
Wow. That's kind of cool. So you had a major pivot.
Huge.
You know, midlife.
Massive pivot.
Yeah.
Because I've always been a self-employed individual.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, if you know, you know. It's wild. You know, you can't.
Feast and famine.
It is. It's like you just can't take your foot off the gas pedal ever.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you think, even though I have like money in the bank, which I would ignore, that if I don't keep my foot on the gas, I'm going to starve to death and die. And like I have kids. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So I became obsessed with reading contracts, knowing every single person, which I kind of knew everyone to begin with because it was the same industry.
Right.
And I knew all the agencies because I knew all them. Kind of knew everybody. And I kind of know everybody.
Right.
I'm that guy.
Or everybody knows you.
Well, they all know me. You know, they just know. And I decided I was going to become the greatest mother agent that ever lived, that cared about the kids, that worried about if they have an LLC in place so that they're not losing all their money, if they have health care, if they have, like, I wanted to run this ship, which became like, it was massive. I had over 400 models at one point.
Wow.
By myself.
And giving that level of care to every single one.
Every single one.
Wow.
That kind of hands-on micromanaging of talent, that is who I am. And I continue to do it. With 400, with 100, doesn't matter how many, they all get 1,000% of me.
And so where did the term mother agent come from?
Well, a mother agent, which is a real term,
Yeah.
is...
Because I had never heard of it until we met. But I was fascinated by the concept of it, as opposed to just being a corporation that takes their, percentage out of your check and then that's it. You're off on your own.
Right. It's sort of a mother agent, though there are different levels. I know a lot of mother agents that really suck. They place and walk away.
Right.
And you can't even get in touch with them.
Right.
That's not my life. It's I think I love the term mother agent because it's so specific. The word mother, we all know what that word means and what that responsibility is to oversee.
Right.
Right. And I do that. I really do.
And not just on Wednesday or Thursday. It's all the time. And so at that time when you made the career shift, how old were your boys? Because you were raising your sons, yeah?
My 2 babies.
Yeah.
My babies. They're they have male pattern baldness at this point, my babies. Sorry, kids. But at the time, my kids were out of the house. They were in their 20s.
Yeah.
I had them very young.
Yeah.
And so, at 24 years old, I was married and on my way to being a dada.
Yeah.
Which was, I was a little gay, FYI. Oopsie. Oops. Screwed that up a little bit. I got past that. But I had 2 children. They're 13 months apart, which is nuts.
Wow.
And it was just part of who I did. My kids were relatively young, just coming in college, about to start in college.
Like launching their lives.
They were starting their lives, of course, never independently, because I don't do that. I'm not like that parent that lets the kid navigate through life without me saying something. I still call them and ask them what they have for lunch. So my kids were sort of trying to become independent, which I would never allow. I still don't, but I'm trying.
Financially independent.
No, they're never going to be financial. I'm always sending them a little shtup. In Jewish, a little shtup. Look, here's $20. Here's $100. Here's something.
I wish I was your kid.
Here's pants. Here's something from Patagonia. I can't stop. But it's my way of being connected.
Yeah.
And I think it's my way of my children knowing that I'm interested. And I think that's been the key to my career, is that I'm very interested in my talent. And I can't really disconnect from it, because if I look, what's my identity? I'm an elderly gay man that wears flashy clothes, way too much jewelry.
Fabulous clothes.
Well, occasionally. I'm forever on a diet. I'm worried about my only responsibility is my dog Bubbles, that's it. That's my whole life. I was never lucky in love.
Yeah.
Ever, which is, whatever. It's fine.
Are you still looking?
No. No.
No, thank you.
Recently, I was in Trader Joe's, maybe 2 months ago, and this fella comes up to me. He says to me, Eric. I said, what? Bubbles and I are there. Bubbles is with me always. Yeah. And he says, Eric, can I ask you a question? And I said, what? He goes, why don't you and I go out for a coffee one day? A guy, my age, old gay thing. And I said to him, Chuck, and sorry, Chuck, if you're watching, he knows who he is. I said, Chuck, I just want you to know, I have absolutely no desire to be under you, on top of you, or next to you. Coffee, I'll do. But all of that, no. I don't know how you navigated or what your COVID experience was. My COVID experience was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
It was insane. A pivot occurred during COVID, where I wasn't doing my usual 1,500 emails an hour like a lunatic, watching and micromanaging
like
every
that cat emoji,
crazy, like every written word I approve. I'm like, oh my god, yay! Ooh, an email, and I send this like emoji of myself behind a computer. That's like my emoji, whatever you call it, just to acknowledge that I saw this.
Yeah.
That's like my thing. So I was like, I have nothing to do. So now I'm worried because thank God, I was financially responsible my whole life.
Right.
I could feed myself. But my models, they have a financial shelf life of like a minute,
Yeah.
like a second.
Yeah.
You know, they're all living in $3,500 apartments in Hollywood, getting
Right.
syphilis,
Right.
and literally, and
Oh, is that why those billboards are up everywhere?
all of them.
It's like the Oscars billboard and then the syphilis billboard.
All the gonorrhea, raw dog, you get all of it. Oh, God, I'm a grandfather, so I'm like, what is going on? So they have no money. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, they're all going to die. I'm not
Right.
going to have any
Right.
models.
Because you'd prepared, but like a young person who's just starting out, they're not thinking about saving.
No, they shouldn't.
Right.
They should be going out,
Right.
getting gonorrhea.
Yeah.
They should not be doing this. Like, they're not saving their money.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I saved money is because there was just a lot coming in, and it's like I couldn't
Right.
spend it fast enough on
Right.
chicken. But these kids, they're not thinking.
Chicken.
So then I'm thinking to myself, they're all going to die.
Yeah.
They're going to die. They're going to lose their apartments. And I'm thinking, what can I do to help? They were smart, and I stand behind everyone's right to make a decision
Yeah.
when you're about to you're going to die and starve to death. I feel anything is okay. They all started doing OnlyFans.
So was that when OnlyFans like really took off? Was during
Yeah.
COVID?
I mean, if you really think about it, like
Yeah.
every single person was sitting in the house
Right,
doing nothing.
right. So how would you describe what OnlyFans is?
Okay, I can because I stand behind it.
Right.
Grandpa
I
stands
stand with
behind.
it.
I stand with it. Grandpa stands behind OnlyFans because no one is ever with OnlyFans. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
people don't get exploited on that platform because it is self-expression, meaning you're the one that's in charge of your destiny on OnlyFans. No one can tell you what you need to do.
Right.
It's up to you what you want to do on
Right,
OnlyFans,
right.
what you want to show, what like
Yeah,
like that.
that's
or
interesting.
not.
I never thought about it that way, but you're right. Because like if you look at like the music industry, actors, modeling, everybody is beholden to whoever's hiring them.
Exactly.
And then they control the material. And so that's interesting that because OnlyFans, you are only going to do something
that you want to do.
that you want to do.
Well,
and you own it.
You own it, and it's
Yep.
self-expression, and
Right.
it is allowing people to look into an area of your life that you decide that you would like to show them. It doesn't mean that, it is, the type of industry where there is some sort of pressure to perform.
Right.
And if you do certain
Right.
things, you
Right,
get more
right.
money.
And the money
then you're
that-
like,
right.
well, so
Right.
who's telling it? I think the income dictates
Right.
what you will and will not do, but it's
Right.
still up to you. No one
Right.
is, I'm not calling them and say, stick 5 fingers up your
Right.
badunga to you make more money.
Make an
Like,
extra 20.
exactly. Like, I'm not like, hello.
But they're making a lot
No.
of money.
I've never seen money like this.
Wow.
So at first I was a little iffy.
Yeah.
As a mommy, I was
Yeah.
a little iffy.
Yeah.
And I was like, is Banana Republic going to hire you if we can see your
Right.
cookie on the internet?
Right.
And then I saw the numbers. And then all of a sudden I became I was like, I was like the biggest fan of OnlyFans ever because I'm like, this idiot that in the height of his career could make $4,500 a month, right? $5,000. And he just made $100,000 this month on OnlyFans. I'm like,
Wow.
kind of into this. Like I get 10%.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm a mommy. I still get
Wow.
a percentage. And I was like, okay, I need to, the same way that I looked as being a mother agent,
Yeah.
I looked into trying to understand OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And I became completely obsessed with OnlyFans. I needed to understand the platform.
Yeah.
I needed to understand the clients. I needed to understand the algorithms. I needed who runs this thing. How do you become a super OF content creator? And so let me learn about this. And then there are OnlyFans management companies that run pages because
Oh, really? So they're
it's huge.
Wow.
I mean, I have a gal
yeah.
that makes $300,000 a month, and
Yeah.
she gets anywhere from 20 to 40,000 direct messages into her account monthly, and she has to answer them all, or supposedly.
Right.
Instead, they have management companies where there's 40 people answering your direct messages in your voice.
Right.
And the client, the consumer, thinks they're actually talking to her, but
Right,
they're really
right,
kind
right.
of talking to some guy in the Philippines. But he's
Surprise.
surprised. So
But
then,
it's the same if you're a big star, like a movie star. They're not answering their, they have teams that do that. So
correct.
that's interesting that
it's
it so
crazy.
quickly, it must have been such a big boom that all these other ancillary companies sort of started popping up. But I'm sure that there's pitfalls with those too.
Oh yeah,
Because they're, I'm sure to your point, the
Mommy,
more
I'm
money,
still
the more
mama.
percentage,
I'm
right?
still mommy.
Right.
So now I'm watching everybody.
Right.
I'm watching my content creator, who I think they're fabulous. My content creators are doing the right thing, and I stand behind them.
Yeah.
Then I got attacked, which is fine. I'm open to it. I look good attack by my modeling agencies. I'm sitting in my house one day.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy this, Deb.
Yeah.
And I get an email, and it says, "Dear Eric, comma." Might have said Eric. It usually says Dear Mubs, comma. If you have any models that have an OnlyFans, we will not represent them. XO signed the director of a huge modeling agency. Well, I had a problem with that.
Yeah.
And the reason that I had a problem, I really had a problem. Bubbles and I are sitting there, and I turned to Bubbles and I said, "Get dressed." And she looks at me, she's like, "Oh, Christ." I said, "Because I have to go answer this email."
Yeah.
I don't like an email like that.
Yeah.
You can't tell
It's not a conversation.
you can't tell me that.
Yeah.
I'm not open to that.
Yeah.
No. I don't like this. I don't like that email. That was a bullying email, and I don't do that. So I got it. Bubbles and I got dressed. I got dressed in COVID. Put on
You had a mission.
I put on jeans and underpants. I hadn't done that in 8
It
months.
was take hours to find them.
And try to fit into them. I was like a horse. And I got
All the
dressed. And
muffins.
Bubbles and I hopped in the car with our mask, and I drove to Beverly Hills. No traffic. And I walked in, and they were sort of separated, and they had glass up. And I walked in and I screamed, "To reply all to your fucking email." And he goes, "What? Why? What's going on?"
Yeah.
I said, "How dare you send me an email saying that my kids can't go out and make a living during COVID? If you want to be the king of the hill, fuck them." But since there's nothing going on, what's he supposed to do? Sit in the house and starve to death?
Right.
How dare reply all?
Right.
You write me to threaten my kids, that my kids can't go out and make a living? Are you nuts?
Right.
Well, that started a whole thing. Because I felt as though if one agency feels that way,
Right.
I want to make sure that they all don't feel that way.
Right. And they're just too afraid to send the shitty email. Yeah.
Really, to me?
Yeah.
So then I sent an email to everybody that I do work with.
Yeah.
Don't ever send me this email. You are not going to dictate how my children eat. Signed, Mother.
And also, too, you have to be creative to set yourself apart, right? So, yes, I understand the titillation of it all, but some of them aren't even doing that.
No, the less you show, the more you make.
The more you make. And so being creative about it and actually creating content and not just being
wild.
The pretty face in,
or a vagina.
Yeah.
Who wants to,
right.
What? No, but it's if you don't show it, they're chasing it. It's all about the chase.
Right.
It's, it's like dating. It's like dating.
Yeah.
It's like this fantasy that they're in a relationship with you. What? It's all made up in their minds. It's wild. So I was really in. So now I have a new pivot, right? Now I'm making more money managing content creators and keeping an eye on their career and breaking up their numbers and doing, it's like this, I'm like a mathematician now, pornography. It's nuts. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm still making 10%. Like, what's happening? Why am I making so much money?
And so now these kids are making so much money. How
crazy.
do you help manage that so they're not, I don't know,
broke.
Spending all their money on peacocks?
Worse, they're spending all their money on Air One deliveries.
Well, you can blow through a lot of cash doing that.
You have no idea. Like they and I'm not a big fan. I mean, I'm not cheap, but you'll never see.
But
me
there's
order.
ridiculous.
Come on, I am not order. I mean, I have people I know they
get
order
the
like
Hailey Bieber
coffee,
smoothie?
a Hailey, like $26. I'm not eating Hailey Bieber.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean, we all want to walk. You know, they're always like, oh, I have aspirations. I want to walk for Balenciaga.
Right.
And I'm like, no, you don't. You get paid $6.
Right.
Like, it's not like, all right, fine, it like look cool on your Instagram, but like, aren't you doing this for like money?
Yeah.
Go work at JCPenney, honey. It's $3,500 a day. You know, it's crazy. Again, I can't stop.
Right.
So like, last night at 2:00 in the morning, I was washing the walls down in my kitchen. I can't even write this because I felt like they were sticky. Like, who does that at 2 a.m.? And then I have all these copper pots, and I'm like, those look shitty. And then I'm like, it's 3 a.m. and I'm polishing pots. I'm like, it's not normal.
Listen, I relate to you so greatly. Oh my gosh, I'll be like, I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. Oh, do all of the silver pots need like?
It's not.
He's like, my husband's like, what are you doing now? Oh, but this is just, it has to happen right now.
Right now, if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be unhinged. Or, I mean, and I have a lot of hobbies and a lot of interests, and I'm constantly doing something like that is not normal. Like
But hobbies are good because at least they're not like work focused.
It's not work focused.
And you can sort of lose yourself in it.
Sort of the same obsession.
Right.
It's weird.
It's channeling your obsession into
it's weird.
You know,
it's like you wouldn't really think that
what's your weirdest hobby?
63-year-old homosexual auto mechanic. What? Like I bought a few weeks ago, I bought like a 30 or 40-year-old Jaguar that is currently in my garage, and I completely took the entire car apart, the whole engine apart.
At 2 in the morning?
Probably. I was in there, Bubbles and I are in the garage. And that's not normal that I could rebuild an engine on a V12 Jaguar. But I kind of can, and I love it. And it's, to me, it's such a departure from who I am. And then as soon as that's over, I'm like, I feel like I need a chicken. I'm going to roast a chicken.
Have you done that for, like, when did you pick that up?
I picked up working on my car. I think I've always been a car guy.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
And I think it's how I bonded with my father. And he always thought it was very fascinating that his unbelievably gay son, unbelievably gay son, knew more about cars than any man he had ever met in his life. He just thought it was fascinating.
Wow.
And I felt like that was like my bonding with Dad.
Yeah.
That at night I could see a car coming and I would say, that's a 71 Camaro.
Yeah.
And I know because of the lights.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
No, I think it's nice.
It's a little weird. I think it's kind of fantastic.
Yeah,
and
I think it's amazing.
It's a really great sense of accomplishment when I
when you
turned the key and the car worked. Like I couldn't believe it.
Right.
And I think people like that about me. They like that I'm not one note at all. I could really do a lot of things.
All right, Eric, I have to know, because you deal in finding talent, right?
All day.
All day.
Non-stop.
What is it that makes somebody a star?
Well, first of all, I'm always right.
So if you say they're a star, they're a star.
Totally, number one. And I also think what happens is, I meat talent wherever it might be.
Yep.
I'm not the guy that's going to meet talent like on the street or do anything weird. I always think that's really creepy.
Yeah.
So I never scout when I'm out. It's 90% of my talent comes from other talent that I represent, which is a tremendous amount of people. I have a very big network of people that I represent. I'm in the hundreds, and they all have friends, and all their friends, they all want to be a model. They all want to be
Please
an actor.
meet my friend Jim.
Oh, he's so fantastic, and I always write back, well, he's fabulous except for his face, but everything else is really. I'm so like. So what happens is if I meet a talent somehow. However, it's usually by word of mouth, because at this point I'm not actively on the street.
Right.
I think that I have my career has been long enough that people know who I am, and so I meet someone, and if I love them, which the agencies that I send them to for representation as the mother agent, they really have no choice, because if I'm madly in love with the talent.
Reason.
They can't even say no to me, because that's how I believe in this talent.
Yeah.
And they have to take.
And if you could quantify what that is it a feeling that you get?
I think it's confidence. I like someone that walks into a room or on set or into an agency or every aspect of their life, and if they believe in themselves, then my job is done.
Right.
So if they can sell themselves to me, and, I always fix them a little bit.
A fixer-upper is always good.
I love a good fix. But, I can always tweak them.
Right.
And present them to the best of my ability to the agencies. What happens is I meet someone or I find someone, and then I have to take them and I have to sell that talent to an agency that's going to represent and book them. I don't do the booking. I just do the finding, and I do the management.
Right.
So once I present them to the agency, I'm very specific on exactly, I do the research to know what agency needs that look, because there's a deficit in that look. So I fill all the gaps. And then the talent, they have to believe in themselves, because it makes it so much easier to sell them to the next person.
Right. Like not getting them to their self-belief and then getting them out there.
And it's really, it's very, very similar. I take the word mother in mother agency, really, it's who I am. I'm the mom. And these are all my children. And I rule them with an iron fist. It's almost crazy, and it's like,
well, you can see immediately what needs,
you can't
tweaking.
be late, you can't be dirty, you can't stink, don't wear cologne during the day, because it's just you're trying too hard. And if you're not perfect, I'll make you believe that you are, so that when you walk in, you actually feel like, well, my mother likes me, so you have to like me. And it kind of works, I think.
Yeah.
And, there's this new thing going on called gentle parenting. Have you heard about this? It's like on like TikTok, where you're like, oh, it would be just so nice if you would clean your room or this. Yeah, that's not me.
But what's so funny, though, is you say that, but to me, your brand is you really care. You've got such a big heart, and you're so giving. You love them. And so so you do rule with an iron fist, but you're really,
if somebody
really
does
caring.
something to one of the kids,
right?
Then
you're the
just,
first one.
Murder. Mayhem.
Yep.
If the kid makes a mistake, murder.
Right.
Everyone has the ability at any moment to get killed. And I'm very happy to deliver it, because I'm really good at it.
Is there something about yourself that you wish you'd understood sooner in your journey that you know about yourself now?
Yes, there is something. I was thinking about that. As we get older, we're always trying to tweak ourselves, and we're trying to become a better version of ourselves. And I realize that I'm a really good version of myself. I don't have to change anything. I can change a few things, but nothing that, I think it's about self-acceptance.
Yeah.
And I probably say things that I shouldn't sometimes. Or in hindsight, we always look at a conversation and you're like, I probably could have handled that a little better. But then I was like, even if I censor myself, I don't think it's going to work. I've tried that. I've tried that. At one point, I had an assistant. Poor girl. I don't do well with assistants because I feel like no one matches my sense of urgency.
Yeah.
So I would, instead of sending that email, we had this idea that my emails would not go directly out. They would be looked at, and then they would go out. Meaning there would be like a one-step verification of can I or can I not say that?
Right.
And that got on my nerves because every email that I wrote came back redlined and said, you can't say this. And I was like, well, you know what? I feel like if I don't say it exactly this way, then people are going to think that there's something wrong with me. Like I have like dementia and I'm like an assisted living and my life is over. Like if you don't get that email.
Something's wrong.
It's not normal. So I was like, she's got to go. And I was thinking, man, I got to get rid of her because she's getting on my nerves. And then I would say, all I really want her to do is just to bring me a Diet Coke with a lot of ice in it. Like, can I have her just do that? And then I was like, I feel like this assistant thing is not working.
It's so funny you say that because when I first moved to LA, I was somebody's assistant and he would send the craziest emails because he would be angry about something. Right. And so he would laugh about it though. He's like, you just need to cut the power at my house at night so I don't send emails between the hours of midnight and 7 a.m. And it was true because all of the great ones came out late at night.
Oh my God, you know what I would do? First of all, no, you can't put baby in the corner. Me, I would go buy a generator and get my own power just because I could write that one scathing email, which, I sent a good one this morning. I was very proud of it. And I know when I send a really crazy email, like crazy, and calling everybody out on everything, I love when my phone rings. It's my favorite one. Eric, I can't believe you just wrote that email.
Yeah.
I said, why? What part of this email was not true? It's not about that. It's about who has the balls to send an email like this.
Right.
Me.
Right.
I did. I can't.
Authenticity. I feel like that's like it. And I'm curious if you want to talk about it, but like when you were younger, you were married.
God.
But being authentic, right? That's a big decision.
That was a big decision. I did that. I had a lot of pressure as a child.
Yeah.
As a young Jewish kid living in Queens, New York, we had that thing called the Holocaust. Right. It was like that thing.
Right.
And people talked about it, and they were like, every Jew has to reproduce, period, end of story. You had no choice. It wasn't like, my parents didn't say, you are not expected to get married and have children.
Right.
I met this great girl. I was really young, and I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to get married. My mother will buy a gorgeous dress. I'll have a big wedding. Everything's going to be great. I'm going to have kids. And I had kids, which was amazing. My beautiful children.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you have a great relationship with them. I mean,
they're everything.
They're everything. And like you say that you're overbearing with them, but I'm sure they love it.
They like, well, you know what? If I didn't, they would again think
something's wrong.
I had a stroke or something like, I can't believe you didn't just tell me that I was an idiot. I was like, well, the shoe fits. But I had these amazing children. And these children, 37 years ago, I couldn't have been who I am today because you couldn't have been a gay guy that wanted to go adopt kids and do that wouldn't have worked out. No way.
Right.
No way. At 30 years old, I came out. I got divorced. I came out, and I didn't give anyone the option of giving me their opinion on how they felt about it, including my children. I was like, don't worry about what happens in my bedroom.
Right.
It's none of your business.
Right.
But did you do your homework? Did you clean the house?
Right.
Did you do that? You wash yourself? Are you clean? Are you ready for school? Did you do that? That wasn't really. I never put my own personal sexuality, if I could even call it that. At this point, I'm really kidding. It was not even a conversation. I was not interested in that. My role, I was a father. I was always a dad. My kids were, I was a dad, period. So I never really allowed that, including with my parents. My parents embraced what I was, and they were like, kids might need therapy later on in life because of this. And I'm like, for what? Like,
Right.
so I've had this really great relationship with my kids, and
Yep.
I feel that they respect me as their father.
Right.
They don't look at me as any other thing other than their dad.
Right.
And I think I've done that across the board of my entire career, and personal and professional, that I've just been a very responsible person towards my talent, towards my children, my grandchildren now. You know, there's some things I probably can't say in front of the grandchildren, but the kids, my children pointed out, like, Dad, you can't say that. I was like, oh, we have to be polite now. I forgot. You have to be polite to your kids these days. I don't understand that. It's weird.
So if somebody's watching right now and they're feeling maybe a little lost in who they are, coming into a new, sort of era, what would your advice to them be?
Simple. I say it all the time. You have to love all the things about yourself that you cannot change. I feel like I should say it again.
Yeah, say it again.
You have to love all the things about yourself that you cannot change. Then you're Gucci.
Right.
I want to be taller. I wouldn't mind being thinner. I could probably be thinner. I can't get taller. So I love the fact that I'm 5'11" and a half,
Right.
and shrinking.
Right.
I can't change that.
Right.
You just can't. Right. You can't change who your parents are. You can't change your siblings. You can't. Those are things you cannot change. You have to accept them.
And embrace it.
And you have to love them.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent. You have to love the things that you cannot change. Then you
That's
got
great.
the world by the nuts.
Right. I'm going to give you a couple of
Oh God.
phrases, 2 words, and you tell me which one you like more. All right. Charisma or confidence?
I like both.
Which one's most important to you?
Confidence.
Okay. Energy or appearance?
Energy.
Okay.
Had to think about that.
Natural or polished?
Polished. Period. Everything has room for improvement.
Presence or perfection?
Presence.
Effort.
It's so hard for me.
I know.
I'm like,
That's why I wanted to see if you could actually do it.
I can't. I suck. I feel like I have to keep going. All right, go. I'm ready.
This is the best because you're you want to go and.
I know, for crying out loud.
Okay. You're doing good, though. We're learning a new skill. Effortlessness or intentional?
Oh, intentional. I'm really intentional. I'm really a calculated, horrible person. Carry on. It's so true. Oh, my God. Okay.
You just verbalized something about yourself that I think maybe you have never said before.
Maybe. I think I did. I'm really calculated. I'm calculated. It's terrible. It's a terrible word. Is it? I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Timeless or trendy?
I'm timeless. I'm trendy.
Less is more or more is less?
I don't know. Look at me. I'm just so minimal. Have you ever? Definitely not less is more. No. Who was that actress that said, I'd swirl around in front of the mirror and I put one more thing on and leave the house? Who was that?
Oh, I don't.
Wait. Judy Garland? No. I don't know. I'm
Who is
dating
it?
it was
Yeah,
someone.
no, I can't remember.
I'm that guy.
Okay, yeah, you're like.
I am. I'm that guy. Look at me. I mean, I'm like an accessory with a head.
What's your most controversial opinion about aging?
It sucks. I had a really big problem for many years about my age. I'm 63 currently. I lied for years. I think I was 53 for about 5 years once. Then I turned 55. I was 55 for a while. I kind of enjoyed 55. I thought 55 was good. Like I could be 55. And then I was like, You're relevant, Eric. You're relevant. Why are you worried about your age? I think I should wear my age like a, who am kidding? I mean, I have so much Restylane in my face. It's like, Kybella. I mean, this whole neck. I've embraced my age. And I can't believe I said I was 63. I can't believe I said that.
Right.
Wait till you're 63. You're like a child.
No, but I know exactly what you're talking about, because it's like, I know, like, growing up with my family, on the women's side, it was never, ever say your age out loud.
Without a doubt, never.
And no, of course, back in the day, nobody ever asked because it was impolite.
Well, yeah,
but now it's like,
now everyone's like embracing it. I'm like this.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but I struggled with that too when I turned 50, because I work with tons of young people, and I still had that voice in my head from my mom of like, never admit your age. But I didn't want to be afraid of it, because I felt like it was paralyzing me a little bit.
it's horrifying.
Yeah.
Especially with the young people that are out there today,
Yeah.
and you get threatened. I mean,
Yeah.
because I'm not easily threatened.
Right.
FYI.
Right.
And I challenge myself on a daily basis to do things, especially things that I've never done before. I really like that. Like I'm into it all of a sudden. And it's not easy being a boomer. Like I'm a boomer, and it's like, if you don't stay on top of technology and stay on top of all this stuff, it will run you over like a truck.
Because technology is moving so rapidly, and if you don't throw yourself into it, it'll pass you by.
It'll just pass you by, and
Right.
you feel so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you know, I ask models now, you know, oh, here's this form. Wait, let me send it to you, and I'm like on top of it, like I know how to do things
Right.
and cut and
Right.
paste and like Google and send
Cut
and
paste.
thing and do and do. I had to learn that.
What does over 50 Shades of Grey mean to you?
It means that people need to really reevaluate how they're looking at us, older people. We're not done. We're just starting. And we have knowledge. And we have not only experience. Experience means nothing. I think we have knowledge. And we're very efficient. We're very efficient people. We can multitask.
That's because we're boomers.
Nobody else can.
Yes,
We know how to multitask. They can't multitask.
we were raised multitasking.
We had no choice. We got murdered if we didn't do everything that we
all
were
the time
supposed to
at
do
once, yeah.
all day long. We had to do it all.
I don't know why I want to ask you this, but I think the answer is going to be really interesting. When is the last time you cried?
This morning. I'm not kidding. I cry all the time.
Really? I love
I was
that.
watching Bake Off. I can't control myself. I
What made you
watched
cry?
Bake Off.
Yeah.
Because somebody made a cake.
Yeah.
And it was a really good cake.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
she walked up and she put the cake in front of, what is it, Prue Leaf and Paul, and she thought the cake sucked. And he took a bite and he went, and Prue went, "That is the most delicious cake I've ever eaten." And the person that put the cake in front of them was so shocked.
Because
and
they thought
so
they
overwhelmed,
failed.
they thought they failed.
Yeah.
And I sob. I don't cry, I sob. And it's
I love that.
insane. I cry all the time. I cry all the time. All the time. I cry all the time when people realize their accomplishments. And they don't believe it. And I just get so irritated. But it moves me. I cry all the time. You got the wrong one. I cry all the time. Like, I could cry now. I could just cry.
Oh.
It's not normal.
How do you know that you have matured?
Well, I'm still working on that. I think I'm still working on that. How do I know I've matured? I don't punch somebody in the face. Mac. So when we went to dinner at my model's restaurant, the poor thing, I mean, he tries so hard.
Sweet. Yeah.
I always have dinners there because I feel like he works so hard.
You're also supporting his business.
I mean,
It's
the food's
amazing.
even good,
Yeah.
too.
No,
I mean,
it was good.
bad, I would say, oh, well, that sucks. Can you fix it?
Yeah.
Like I can't help myself, but I support all my models. I do. All their brands, whatever they're doing, and they always try to they're always in a rush to become famous.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why are you trying so hard to be famous? Why don't you just let it be organic?
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe you'll be famous.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you won't.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's okay not to be, I guess. I think there's a lot of pressure on young people today.
I think so too.
To be famous, to be on a television show that lasts 20 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not many people get that.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
Because there's not that many opportunities.
No, not for a good opportunity.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
You can't manifest Grey's Anatomy for 22 seasons. You can't.
Right.
That
No.
doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It happened to them,
Yeah.
but not to everyone.
Right.
And with actors, I mean, if they come to me and they're 6'3" and they want to be an actor, unfortunately, I have to say, sorry, Cookie, you're just too tall. Give it up. Go work it.
It's the one place where height is not an advantage.
It's not an advantage. And they're really beautiful and they're really tall. And I'm like, listen, they're not going to block up to you. Not yet. Not yet. They're like, but so-and-so is tall. I said, no, but he's a star. They make the entire show tall.
Yeah.
Honey, you're not that guy. You need to be 5'10". And you're not. Give it up. Make people come to you.
Yeah.
And the only way you can do that is you have to love all the things about yourself you can't change.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you sell that, people are going to buy it. They're going to buy who you are. If you sell this organic thing about yourself.
Self. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a chubby Jew from Queens. I've had a career that's lasted 40 years. I still haven't been canceled. I have no idea why. And I think I haven't been canceled because I'm telling the truth.
Right.
Sometimes it's not nice, my truth, but it comes from a place of love, I think. No, it does. It does. I believe in my talent. I believe in them.
But you care so much, and you are an incredible lesson in authenticity.
Yes.
And
I serve
be
that.
who you are.
Yeah, I serve that too.
Yeah.
Serve it all.
Yeah.
It's what I am what I am.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a mouthful. Sometimes it's not. Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Don't you feel the same way?
Yeah.
Aren't you doing that now? And I mean, over 50 Shades of Greatness, I mean, you have to believe that you're kind of great. Because I think you're great. Like, you're great.
Or I'm doing it so I get myself to believe that I'm great.
No.
But no, I'm doing it because I feel like everybody can feel that in whatever area of their life.
I also think we're talking about shit that people don't want to talk about.
Right.
Which is aging. And aging is kind of amazing.
Right.
I mean, except for, like, you know, when you exert yourself just a little too much and then you got to get up the next morning. I mean, that kind of, like, things do hurt.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Eric, it was so great spending time with you. Thank you. You've been an amazing lesson in authenticity, speaking your truth, and being who you really are.
And I think you're great.